What's up, guys? Roofing contractors, solar guys. I'm here with world champ Muhammad Ali. This man is a roofing sales guy. He's in our business, but he's also with hundreds of thousands of subscribers. One of the best grapplers in the world and world champion. We just got done doing a seminar, dude, and you're an amazing teacher, bro.
Thank you, man.
I'm telling you, man, everyone watching this channel, I share the information because by teaching, sometimes you learn more.
100% of the time.
And one thing I liked about today's seminar is you said, you know, I'm here to teach, but I'm also here to learn from everybody in the room. And I'm sure you've been grappling longer than everybody in the room. Guys, inside this episode, you're gonna learn how a world champion in Jiu-Jitsu is on a roofing sales journey, how you can become a multi-million-dollar contractor, and also how a world champion in Jiu-Jitsu aligns. I wanna let y'all know, coming up at the Blue Collar American Dream Conference, we've booked Jocko, who is a guy on a podcast who talks a lot about Jiu-Jitsu and how—
He's a black belt.
He's a black belt. He's been practicing. How long have you been doing Jiu-Jitsu?
13 years.
13 years, man. And where are you from? What's your background?
I'm from Rio de Janeiro, Brazil.
And so the coolest thing about Muhammad was he reached out to me. He bought my book, he bought training, you got into the business, and you immediately started to invest into your personal development. That's what I love about, you know, your whole mindset. What made you think it was time to invest?
Just from Jiu-Jitsu, you know, reaching the level that you understand that you can do a lot by yourself, but it's gonna take you forever. And by the time you reach where you wanna reach, you might be old, you might not have the same energy. And in Jiu-Jitsu, I'm that person that's gonna mentor people to reach their goals. And two, I'm somebody who also want to reach my goals, so I'm always looking for other world champions and other people that do same thing I do but different ways. So when I first started with the roofing business, I wanted to have a mentor. You know, for everything that I do, I need to have a mentor to, you know, just help me to maybe don't make the same mistakes they make.
Absolutely.
So just being with you here for 3 or 4 days, I was able to learn so many, I got so many information, man, just by being around somebody who got that mentality or somebody who made those mistakes already. So it was amazing. It is amazing to be, you know, with you or with all the world champions for Jiu-Jitsu or for roofing. So it's amazing, man. Yes, I got the book, the whole six-pack thing that
you
teach
hit
in the
me up
book.
on that. You were like, man, that's like the fundamentals of Jiu-Jitsu. That's like finding your base. And it's funny, the principles of Jiu-Jitsu. I like what you said there. I think that's the first tip from Jiu-Jitsu is you gotta check your ego at the door, be willing to learn from everybody, have a beginner's mind. Phil Jackson says there's an old Buddhist story where the guy comes for information and he's just talking, and the monk says, man, you can't learn anything. How am I gonna put water in your cup if your cup is already full? And so I love that you come into the roofing business with an empty cup ready to learn, but when you walk into Jiu-Jitsu, you're fed a dose of humble pie as soon as you start to do a little rolling, as soon as you start to try and execute what the teacher tells you. And what's cool about it is you learn from the people that are competing against you at your level, from the people that are not as good as you that you're teaching, and from the people that kick your ass. And it's that constant cycle of information. Do you think that constant cycle of information leads to better or faster growth?
100%. Even though you might be doing the same thing over and over and over, let's say you're riding a bicycle, right, for so many years. You can ride a bicycle for 40 years and you're never going to be a pro, you know, BMX or road bike racing. It takes commitment and specialized knowledge, which is not by doing by yourself that you're going to get there, not all the time. Some people can, but those are maybe not even 1%, right?
This brings me to the second lesson. You have to be comfortable in hell. You told me a story about a guy who treated you like hell.
Oh my God.
You walked up to his door. Tell me the story of the guy who treated you like absolute shit.
The guy, so that was the thing. We did 3 roofs in the same neighborhood. And that was this house, you know, where you can see, man, this house needs a roof. They need help. And a lot of times we know people don't have money or people don't think they have money or they don't think they need the product. And you just have to educate. And that's my biggest thing. When I'm there, I put them first. I put the homeowners first. So,
he said, get the fuck off my porch?
Yeah, so he was like, man, he didn't even make eye contact, you know? So as soon as I approached, he was fixing the car or whatever. He was like, bro, I have some other stuff that I'm doing. Get the hell out. I was like, I know, man, but I'm not trying. He's like, no, I don't want to buy anything. I was like, man, I'm not trying to sell you anything. I'm telling you that your neighbors are getting $35,000 check. And maybe if you don't do it right now, we just had a storm. He's like, man, I don't want to hear, just leave. But I was there. I wanted to, you know, I want to make him get out of the car.
I don't think he was hit you like the guy who hit me. You look a lot scarier.
Yeah, so I don't think he would do that. And it was, at the same time, it was challenging, humiliating. I still felt, man, I need to make this guy, you know, talk a little bit. So, and long story short, he asked me for my card. He's like, man, just leave me your card and that's it, man. I was like, okay, man, be careful. You know, just watch. This week we're gonna be in the neighborhood changing a lot of roofs. So maybe, I don't know, maybe his wife or somebody did the research. So when we went to the next job, we finished the job and then a car parked in front of the house. And I can see that the people in the car, they looking to the roof, you know. So I went down there, they look at the yard sign. As soon as I approached the car, I'm talking to the lady. I didn't pay attention who was driving. So man, I'm talking to the lady. She's asking a lot of questions and she was nice. I was, just having a conversation with her, relaxed, just finished the job and waiting to get paid. That's when you're happy. This guy, hey man, remember me? I'm Briscoe. You went to my house the other day. I was like, oh my God. Oh my God, that's the same guy,
Yeah.
So I was like, man, you kicked me out of your house. He's like, yeah, I was busy, blah, blah, blah. So long story short, we might be doing his roof next month because now it's too cold.
You were comfortable in hell, you kept following up, and when you're getting struggled, when he was putting his knee on my belly, whenever he was putting constant pressure, whenever the weight of 225 pounds and somebody that can fully control you, you know that you have no pressure, you know you have no chance, but you have to be comfortable with taking that because you know that your ability to take it is only going to translate into being stronger in future fights. And I will say, it doesn't matter what hell you have to go through, if you walk through it, it makes you stronger. And I'd say the one next principle in here, you said today the most important lesson was there was no secret sauce. There's no secret sauce in roofing, you just have to show up. I say the most important thing is you gotta open a truck door, but you also gotta show up and train. You gotta show up in the university, you gotta show up to the mastermind, you gotta invest in yourself, and you're fixing to do some fucking training with my Muay Thai coach, Cosmo, and what are you training for?
Yeah, I'm getting ready for MMA right now. I've been competing Jiu-Jitsu for 13 years, and now I can win tournaments, but most of the tournaments I can win again because I won already. And it became, after COVID and everything, we just realized that we don't have all the time. Our time is limited. So I want to do something that I've been wanting to do for over 10 years, which is MMA. And now I'm investing again. I'm here with one of the best Muay Thai coaches. I'm far away from my daughter. I'm far away from my family. I'm here learning from Lee, learning from Cosmo. Also teaching here, sharing knowledge. So yeah, man, just getting better.
Look, guys, I would say that martial arts has really made me a better man. It has helped me deal with stress. It's helped me kind of control my drinking. There's a little anger inside of me when people take advantage of me. And the reality is I'm at war with myself and sometimes being humbled by being completely wore out here in the Jiu-Jitsu gym. I mean, you saw me rolling with Levi, a guy who's been grappling for 16 years, completely dominated me. Muhammad completely dominated me. It's a completely humbling feeling. And I would say that the idea is that I'm gonna be better tomorrow than I was today. And that lesson, it translates, and out of suffering, that's where growth comes from. And all the time we're looking to be comfortable. We're looking to live our life, live the American dream, but martial arts forces me to be a little bit more uncomfortable. And I want to encourage everybody, at the Blue Collar American Dream Conference, Muhammad is going to be teaching Jiu-Jitsu. Maybe you wanted to learn before. You don't have to get punched in the face. Being submitted isn't as bad as you think it is. You can be comfortable in hell and not get injured. Although there is risk in the sport, most of the time you're in here, the guys have fun. There's a certain camaraderie after going through this hard work of a class. And Cosmo, hopefully we can talk into teaching some Muay Thai as well. Also, Dustin Poirier is going to be at the Blue Collar American Dream Conference. And Friday, for the welcome party, we are introducing the Blue Collar Fight Club. And hopefully we'll have Muhammad here to force some scraps. This man is an absolute beast. Hopefully we can get him an opponent. It's really hard to get him someone to fight because everyone's so scared of his jiu-jitsu background. But we're gonna be having some epic fights for your enjoyment to get everybody fired up about the conference. May 27th, 28th, and 29th. I'm ready to watch you train with Cosmo, bro.
Yeah, 100%, let's train.
Talk about being a white belt, man. Lessons to anybody that's new into the business, that's at a white belt level. I'm at white belt in jiu-jitsu. What's some generic white belt lessons that you can give the guys in the audience?
Yeah, he said one thing that's amazing, just be consistent. Every day you have to wake up and make your business better. You have to offer a better service, deliver what you say, do what you're gonna say, do what you say you're gonna do. And man, just enjoy the process, eventually you're gonna make millions, eventually you're gonna make a lot of money, but that's not where it ends. It ends when you find your balance, where you find your lifestyle, what kind of lifestyle you want to live, what kind of car you want to drive, what kind of jobs you want to do. So
where do you want to be in the world? You want to, I want to go to Brazil. I've never been to Brazil. And not only is being able to go to Brazil about being able to afford to go to Brazil, it's I'll have a business that runs on its own that's not going to fall apart while I'm gone.
100% make everything better, wake up and invest in yourself. I know it's annoying to read a book. I know it's annoying to, stop drinking. I know it's annoying to, just be there when you say you're going to be there at 1. I know it's hard. Sometimes you want to be there at 1:30, 1:45, but you say 1, be there at 1. I know it's stressful, but eventually, though, the same clients are gonna be talking about you to the neighbors, to their friends, to their family. So if you have a good service, so if you deliver a good service, people are gonna appreciate you. So they're gonna appreciate your work ethic and your effort to make them happy. They know that you're there to make them happy. So
today, I am happy. You help me take people's arms away.
Yeah, 100%. So you even though we're all there to make money, you still have to be there for the person. Listen, they're gonna say what they need. They're gonna give their pain. What is painful? Like, man, it's painful to have a contractor who doesn't show up on time. It's painful to have a contract that's gonna leave a mess behind. It's painful they're gonna tell you that. So you make sure that doesn't happen. So they're gonna be happy, they're gonna talk about you, and that's how you grow,
It's funny you say that, man. That's a jiu-jitsu principle, man. In sales, it's about being a problem solver, which is about taking what the client gives you, solving their problem. Don't look to force something that's not there. In jiu-jitsu, it's about finding the momentum when it's the right way to apply pressure. And a lot of times, you find where the weakness is, you apply the pressure, and you don't even have to push very hard. And so guys, like, subscribe. You come to the conference, learn jiu-jitsu from a world champion, see if we can't get him to get his in the ring and do an MMA fight for entertainment and for his martial arts journey, because he's going to be in a UFC one day.
And I'll be there learning from this guy. He's amazing. People can say whatever they want to say, but the guy brings results. And we all on this game for results. We're not there to, whatever other reasons. We are there for results. Just like here in Jiu-Jitsu, the reason I'm here, the reason I'm teaching is because I bring results. I was able to help somebody because I made a lot of mistakes. And this guy, he made a lot of mistakes. His dad made a lot of mistakes. They all learned. The guy told me that yesterday that he lived in 27 states, right?
Yeah.
The guy being struggling, the guy being,
grinding.
He's being chasing storms. He's like retail, solar, rent, insurance, like retail, like everything. So it's amazing because every aspect of the game that we talk about, he knows it all. He doesn't even blink. It's like simple things for me in Jiu-Jitsu.
Yeah, so but after you do it for 18 years.
Yeah, that's me in Jiu-Jitsu. So I understand when I see knowledge, when I see somebody that has that specialized knowledge, I trust, so I will listen to the results, not to what people are saying. Watch the results, do a little research, and I'm glad, I'm here with him.
I'm so glad to have you here, man.
Yeah.
And we're going to be doing some more jiu-jitsu and instructional. We're going to be really, really encouraging contractors to get out of their own mental illness and get in best physical shape. And, we live in this world where sometimes guys run away from the fight. Sometimes they're a little bit used to saying mean things, but maybe that's because they have a lot of aggression inside that if you just get into maybe a martial art like jiu-jitsu, you could get out and it comes out in your life in more positive ways. All right, guys, Cosmo is going to hurt us.
Yeah, just one thing. You don't have to believe what we're saying. You can go ahead and get the little book. That's what I did. At first I got the little book. I don't know if you still have time, but there was a book that I read. It changed the whole thing. And then I was like, okay, what is the next step? The next step is the whatever. And then you take your time, do your thing, but understand that results speak for itself, So
you heard it from the man. In the comments below, click on the link, go to contractinggrowsecrets.com. It's got a new roadmap, and at the end of every chapter, it's a version 2.0, a brand new copy. I don't know if you got it yet, but make sure you're gonna get you an autographed copy. All right, guys, thanks a lot. We'll see you.